What's up guys, my name is TheRoflRaptor, and today I wanted to talk to you about something a little bit different because I actually wanted to cover some YouTube news. Now, you may have seen either on YouTube or on Twitter, there's been a lot of people talking about channels getting banned on YouTube recently. So I wanted to kind of explain to you guys what the situation is, what's been going on. I know a lot of my viewers do actually create their own content, they upload their own videos to YouTube, they have their own channels, and so for you guys, you definitely want to pay attention to this because obviously you don't want to be in the situation where your channel gets banned and that kind of thing. For those of you who don't create your own videos, you might still find this video interesting because it will give you a bit of background on behind the scenes YouTube stuff, and also some of your favourite YouTubers might be at risk here, so you might want to go and tell them what's what and help them to prevent this from happening. So why has YouTube been banning channels? Well, it's got something to do with video tags, specifically something called meta tagging, and also the use of irrelevant tags. Now, a couple of years back, YouTube really weren't very strict about what you did with tags and descriptions at all. They didn't really seem to care, and there was a particular technique you could use, especially if you were doing the kind of videos that I've done a lot on my channel, where I'm doing kind of news and tips and those kind of videos, the kind of videos that Ali A and T Martin are sort of known for doing for Call of Duty. Those kind of videos really benefit from something called search engine optimization. A lot of the views you get on those videos come from people searching keywords such as Call of Duty news, Call of Duty Ghosts news, Titanfall tips, that kind of thing. And so you want to make sure that your video comes as high as possible in the search rankings, both on Google and on YouTube itself. That will help you get more views, more likes, more subscribers. It just makes sense. Now, as I said a couple of years back, YouTube weren't very strict about this kind of thing, and one of the ways that you could optimize your videos to appear higher in searches was to copy all your tags that you used in the tags section of the video and put them into the description section as well. Obviously, there's a limit on the amount of tags that you can use, but the description can be pretty much infinitely long. There probably is some kind of limit, but it's very, very large. So you could not only copy the tags, you could add many more tags, and in that way, you could put all of these buzzwords, these keywords into your video so that that would ping a search. When someone searched for Call of Duty Ghosts or whatever, your video would appear right there. A couple of channels really learned the best way to exploit this system. Ali A is a brilliant example. He absolutely played the game perfectly with this thing, and as you guys know, I'm sure his channel absolutely blew up because of it. But recently YouTube have really started cracking down on this, and it's actually a violation of the terms of service or of the community guidelines to use this meta tagging strategy and to put extra tags in your description. So they have been banning channels outright for violating these rules, and luckily a friend of mine warned me a couple of months back that I should definitely stop doing it, because I was doing it for a couple of my early Titanfall videos. I was using this tactic because I've had some success with it in the past. He contacted me and said, "Whoa Jamie, you need to stop this because YouTube have started banning channels because of it," and I went back and looked through all my old Call of Duty videos as well and made sure that I'd completely removed any trace of this meta tagging. But some people weren't so lucky. Either they weren't warned that it was actually against the rules, some people were warned and just stopped doing it, but unfortunately they did not go back through their old videos and change those ones, which meant that they were still vulnerable to getting banned. Now, is this fair? No. In my opinion, it's kind of stupid that YouTube can come along and just ban people outright. For those of you who don't know, it actually works on a 3 strikes and you're out policy. So you can violate the community guidelines once, you'll get a strike, that counts as a warning, you can get a second warning, but if you get a third one, your channel is just outright banned. The problem with this system is that if they look at your channel and go through your videos and find 3 separate instances, 3 videos that is, where you've used meta tagging or you've violated the community guidelines in some way, that counts as all 3 strikes, so you don't actually get any kind of warning, which is kind of really dumb to me. I think that's really unfair, especially for channels that are quite big, for hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You'd think that YouTube would be kind of a bit more courteous and a little bit less brutal about it. So I'm definitely not thinking that it's fair or anything, but unfortunately, as we all know, YouTube have this kind of way of operating where it's just a faceless automatic machine, and they don't really justify themselves, they just do whatever they want, and we kind of have to put up with it. So if you are in a position where you've been using this tactic, I would definitely recommend going through all your videos and making sure that you remove any trace of description tags. Now, as I mentioned, the other thing that they've been cracking down on is irrelevant tagging. A very sneaky way of gaining more views on your videos was to put tags in your video or your description that would make your video show up in other searches that weren't strictly to do with the type of content you were creating. One very popular thing to do was to put other YouTubers' names in your tags. So if I were to put Ali A or T Martin in a Call of Duty video, mine would actually show up alongside theirs, and thus some of their viewers might come and watch mine. It was something I actually never did because it seemed pretty sneaky and underhand, but a lot of people have done that kind of thing. But even just putting kind of things that people search for on the internet in general, like Miley Cyrus or Eminem, or just stuff that's not strictly relevant to the video but you know will probably get people to come and watch it, that is also against the community guidelines, and that is definitely been cracked down on. Some of you might know Mr. Technical Difficult, or Kyle, had like 2 million subscribers, and his channel was shut down at the end of last year because of that irrelevant tagging issue, and again he just had multiple violations, so he got no warning and just instantly his channel was banned. So basically guys, I didn't want this video to drag on for a long time, but I did want to make sure I fully explained everything so that you understood what was going on. To sum up, if you are a content creator and you think you might have done one of the two things, either meta tagging or irrelevant tagging that I've mentioned in this video, make sure please, for your own sake, go through your videos and change them. Some people have been saying that there have been thousands and thousands of channels banned because of this. That's not true. That's kind of just a massive rumor, but clearly YouTube are clamping down on this really hard right now, and you don't want to be another victim. So I hope you guys found this interesting or helpful. If you did, smash that like button, get the word out there so that your favorite channel perhaps doesn't fall victim to this banning spree that YouTube are going on. If you're new around here, subscribe for more stuff. Go and check out my other stuff on my channel, you might like it. And as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Goodbye.